When did someone try to ruin you, but it backfired on them instead? When people say breakups can get messy, they're usually talking about awkward run-ins, shared playlists, maybe a few angry texts. Mine almost landed me in prison. Her name was Tessa. We dated for about a year and a half. In the beginning, it was good, great even. She was funny, smart, a little intense, but in a way that made me feel wanted. She liked knowing where I was, who I was with, what I was doing, but I figured that was just her way of loving hard. It wasn't. By the end, I realized I wasn't in a relationship. I was in a cage. She didn't like when I saw my friends without her. She didn't like when I didn't text back fast enough. She didn't like when I asked for space. So I ended it. I thought it would be rough for a few weeks. Maybe some texts, maybe some angry voicemails, but then we'd both move on. She had other plans. A month after the breakup, I was pulled over leaving work. 2 cruisers, sirens, lights. The officer walked up to my window, asked me to step out of the car. I thought maybe it was a routine stop. I thought maybe I had a taillight out or something. But then he said, "We got an anonymous tip there's an illegal firearm in your vehicle." I froze. They searched the car and found it under the driver's seat, an unregistered handgun wrapped in a plastic bag. I've never owned a gun in my life, never even held one. I kept saying, "That's not mine. I don't know where that came from." But the cops weren't interested in my story. They arrested me on the spot. The days that followed were a blur. I was facing serious charges, the kind that can wreck your entire life, even if you're innocent. I called my family, scrambled to get a lawyer, someone my uncle recommended. At our first meeting, my attorney looked me in the eye and said, "If you're lying to me, I can't help you." I told him the truth. He believed me. But belief doesn't hold up in court. Evidence does. So he dug. He started with the parking lot security footage from my job. The gun was found under the driver's seat, so if it was planted, it had to happen while I was parked at work, at the gym, or at home. We requested footage from my apartment complex. Nothing there. Checked the gym lot. Nothing. But the footage from my work parking lot? That's where everything snapped into place. The grainy video showed Tessa's car pulling in around noon, hours before my shift ended. She parked next to my car, got out, casually looked around, opened my unlocked door, and leaned inside for about 30 seconds. Clear as day. The timestamp matched the exact day I was arrested. My lawyer brought the footage to the prosecutor immediately. The charges were dropped, the case dismissed, and just like that, I was free. Tessa wasn't. They charged her with filing a false police report, evidence tampering, and attempted entrapment. I didn't have to testify. She pleaded out to avoid jail time, but the record stuck. She tried to ruin me, but she ruined herself. The crazy part? She didn't even try to deny it when it all came out. She just said, "You left me no choice." Like getting me locked up was some kind of revenge she was entitled to. After everything, people told me I should be grateful I got out of it, and I am. But grateful isn't the right word for the pit that sits in your stomach when you realize how close you were to losing everything, to sitting in a cell, to having your life rewritten by someone else's lie. I check my car doors now, every time. Even if I'm just walking into a gas station. I don't leave things to chance anymore. I don't ignore red flags. I don't assume people's love is safe just because it's loud. And I don't regret leaving her, because sometimes walking away isn't what sets someone off. It's what sets them free, even if they don't want to see it that way.